Well, good morning and welcome to day 5, lesson 5 of our journey of transformation, our journey of rejuvenation, and our journey of renewal or renewing of the mind. And, as we go through these lessons, there will be certain lessons that you will remember and that will resonate with you daily. And lesson 5 to me is one of those lessons. And as we get into the idea for today, I'm sure some of you will agree with me. So today's idea says, I am never upset for the reason that I think. Wow. That is a really powerful statement. It says, and it uses a superlative. It says never. I am never upset for the reason that I think that I am upset. I want us to sit with that idea for today. So wherever you are, if you can, just close your eyes and repeat that idea to yourself. I am never upset for the reason that I think that I am upset. Never. Or stated another way, when I am upset, I am upset for a different reason than I think that I am upset. This idea, like the preceding one, can be used with any person, any situation, or any event you think is causing you pain. Apply it specifically to whatever you believe is the cause of your upset. Using the description of the feeling in whatever term seems accurate to you. Okay, so the idea is to apply the lesson, I am never upset for the reason I think, to whatever you think is upsetting you. We just had I just had an argument with someone, or I was watching television and something someone said was disturbing or upsetting to me. Something I saw when I walked into the house was upsetting to me. Something that was left undone when I got to my office is upsetting and disturbing to me. So anytime and anything can be used to apply this idea. From the smallest annoyance to something that you might think that is big. We want the idea to be applied as you go through the exercise today. I'm never upset for the reason that I think. The upset may seem to be fear, worry, depression, anxiety, anger, hatred, jealousy, or any number of forms. All these are different forms of upset. When you're depressed, when you're fearful, when you're worried, when you're experiencing anxiety, when you are angry, when there's a feeling of hatred or jealousy, all these are different forms of upsets, but they're all upsets. It doesn't matter the form. What matters is the content. And what is the content? I have a feeling of being upset. Okay. It says, all of these which will be perceived as different. This is not true. So what they're saying, what the lesson is saying here is that when I seem fearful, or am I seem worried or depression, they're not different. It's the same upset. It's just a different form of it. Okay. It's just a different form of it. This is not true. However, until you learn that form does not matter. It does not matter what we think caused the upset. What matters is that we have taken a position of being upset. It is the idea, the content of being upset that we're really dealing with, and not the form of it. This is not true. He says, however, until you learn that the form does not matter, each form becomes proper subject for the exercises for the day. Applying the same idea to each of them separately is the first step in ultimately recognizing that they are all the same. So what the idea for today is sharing with us is that all the different forms, all the different ways we become upset, they are the same. But a lot of times, but most of the time, we have trained ourselves to look at each individual situation as the cause of being upset. And in reality, what the idea is saying to us is that the cause is the same, even though the form may be different. Because remember, we're going back to lesson 1. Nothing I see means anything, no matter what the form is. Nothing I think means anything, no matter what the thought is. They're all the same. They're all the same. Meaning that they are either meaningful or meaningless, real or unreal. The upset is either real or it's unreal. But we give meaning to things, and then we call it real, and we say that's the reason why I'm upset, or that's the reason why I'm depressed, or that's the reason why I'm worrying, or that's the reason why I feel this anxiety right now, or that's the reason why I'm angry. That's the reason why I hate this thing or that event or this person. This is the reason why I'm jealous. And all those appear to be different reasons. But the lesson today is telling us that they are all the same. And we're never upset for the reason that we think, wow, this is good. You mean that when I think I'm upset because something someone did or said or didn't do or didn't say, that the real reason is that's not why I'm upset. I'm upset for a different reason. That is exactly what it's saying. And let's keep on. When using the idea for today for a specific perceived cause of an upset in any form, use both the name of the form in which you see the upset and the cause which you ascribe to it. For example, I am angry at, and I'll just use me, I am angry at Yolanda. I am not angry at Yolanda for the reason that I think. I might be watching television, and I might be in one particular party, political party, or affiliated with a particular party or idea, and one of the opposing parties or one of the opposing idea may be on television sharing and speaking, and it causes me to be upset. So I said, I am not afraid of the so-and-so party or the so-and-so idea for the reason that I think. Okay. Or I could be in the grocery store, and someone comes down the aisle and they look a certain way, or they um, um, say something, and I would say, I am not angry at this person that I don't even know for the reason that I think. I mean, you can apply the idea to anything, any upset that comes up in you during the day. Apply the idea for the day. I am not upset at this thing for the reason that I think, or at that person, or at that idea. I'm not upset at those results for the reason that I think. I didn't get my way, so I'm upset, but I'm not upset for not getting my way for the reason that I think. Okay, it applies to everything. Again, it is unconditional. It's all conditional. Nothing is omitted. Any upset, it can be examined with this idea. But again, this should not be substituted for practice periods in which you first search your mind for sources of upset in which you believe, and forms of upset which you think results. In these exercises, more than in the preceding ones, you must find it hard to be indiscriminate and to avoid giving greater weight to some subjects than to others. It might help to precede the exercise with the statement. This statement: there are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace. Anything that gets you off center, anything that gets you off center in whatever form it may appear to you, and cause you to lose any level of peace, it's not a small upset. It's a big, they're all are the same. Whether it's huge, small, size, it doesn't matter. If it causes you to be off center, if it causes you to lose any level of peace, then it's just an upset. So examine your mind for whatever is distressing you, regardless of how much or how little you think it is doing so. Small, large, it doesn't matter. They're all the same. You may also find yourself less willing to apply today's idea to some perceived sources of upset than to others. If this occurs, think first of this: I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purposes of this exercise, then I will regard them all as the same. So just observe yourself during today. And if there's just a small annoyance, or whether there is a big argument, the idea can be applied to both, because both are the same. Both are the same. Remember, the goal of this course is peace. The goal of this course is to rejuvenate and renew our mind to maintain peace all the time. It's possible. We got an example. Jesus modeled it. We know it can happen. Okay? And peace is not necessarily in the absence of disturbance, but peace is a knowing that that's what you are. That's who you are. And nothing can change that. Not the smallest upset, not the largest upset. Then search your mind for no more than a minute or so, and try to identify a number of different forms of upset that are disturbing you, regardless of the relative importance you may give them. Apply the idea for today to each one of them, using the name of both the source of the upset as you perceive it, as well as the feeling as you experience it. For an example, I am not worried about my money for the reason that I think, my lack of it, or where it's coming from. I am not depressed about this job for the reason that I think. So go through this exercise 3 or 4 times during the day, and that will be enough. When you feel or sense an upset, and a lot of upsets we carry with us day in and day out. You can use those upsets, something you might have been carrying for a long time. Say to that upset, I am not upset for the reason that I think. I am not upset about this for the reason that I think. Or it may be something immediate, something that just happened. Take the time to apply the idea for today. Guys, this is super practical. This is not ooey gooey in the sky. This is right in your shoes where you live every day. And here's a practice that can help all of us to deal with what is real versus that which is not real. Thank you so much. This is day 5, lesson 5. Have a great day. Bye-bye.